Good morning, man. Happy Monday. I got home and I went to the gym this morning, dropped my kids off. You know what I'm saying? Get back in the crib. Eat some breakfast, man. Turn on First Take. Said you already know let me hear the narratives because I know this guy's probably back, Stephen A. Smith. So it's around 11. First thing I hear, they talking about how, Pete Carroll got fired, right? Narrative one. Here we go. Tom Brady should come out and coach the team. Why? Oh, he would do this and do this. Well, box office, shut the fuck up, man. Like, yo, fan, I don't know, man. I want to hear sports talk, man. I don't want to hear narratives, man. This man ain't never allude to coaching or none of that shit, man. Then he started talking about the Giants. He was talking about, should they, guys shouldn't have played and all this stuff. You're trying to get this pick and that pick. Fan, they're going to get the number one pick to do what? They already have a quarterback. You have a good running back. Yeah, guys got hurt. But you have already a nucleus. They fired the coach. And, they wanted to play the last game. You let Jackson Dart play. He really was the only one out there. Yes, he plays a little reckless. But most running quarterbacks do. He's a football player, man. That's part of the game. So, yeah, you want to protect him. I would have, like if you just said, yo, he should have played maybe the first half or something or whatever, at the end of the day, too, we can't say, we want to please the fans and then turn around and this guy's talking about, well, I would have put my guys out there that I know ain't really going to win. So, like, they played, it was nothing to play for, but, the players are still playing for pride out there. Like, these players, man, like, Joe Burrow was out there playing, chasing them, like, they still playing for pride or whatever incentives they might get for playing, like I don't have a problem with guys out there playing. If you're out there, you're out there. Like, I thought last night Lamar shouldn't have been out there, but he made some plays that changed my mind. But I thought that they would have had a more balanced attack with Huntley out there than Lamar Jackson, to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying that cost him the game, but, I think that the ball control would have been more stabilized. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they did a good job last week running the football with Henry. And Huntley was making good throws. But, yeah, man, like, and the narratives, man. What else he said? He said something else, man. What else was they talking about, man? Oh, yeah, Zach Taylor. Because these guys were mad that they stopped the game for Myles Garrett's sack record. Congratulations to him for getting the record. 17 games. Strahan did it in 16, but he broke the record nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? Like, and damn, another coach fired. Damn, the Cardinals fired their head coach, Jonathan Gannon. So yeah, he was mad about that, and he was like, oh, Zach Taylor shouldn't have been the one talking because, he doesn't have he's oblivious to a lot of things, and somebody he didn't know they were going to stop the game, and he's the head coach, man. They asking him about what he felt. To say the man shouldn't, say anything or have nothing to say, like, come on. It's just more finger pointing, man. I like that last week when they actually talked sports. You know what I'm saying? Like, just talk sports, man. know what I'm saying? Like, not narratives, man. This is the shit that I'm talking about, man. These little hot takes and just throwing shit out there and all that. Damn, mad coach is gone, man. Yeah, Brian Callahan ain't got fired. He didn't even make it to the season. Raheem Morris didn't even make it to the credits. I don't even think he made it to the locker room, man. He was fired last night during the game, man. Like we were watching. I'm watching the Pittsburgh game. He's out of here. Kevin Stefanski, Pete Carroll, like Zach Taylor got his job though. The Giants GM still has his job. But you know, like I said, the Giants have the pieces. You know, they're gonna add more pieces. They still have the number 5 pick. Like there's thousands of players, man, that could be drafted, man. Like they're gonna get some more talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, Zach Taylor still has his job. So far, John Harbaugh. I had a feeling too, like, damn, Falcons fired the GM too, Terry Fontenot and Raheem Morris. Damn. But I feel like, you know, I don't know if John Harbaugh's job is in jeopardy. You know, but they definitely had an off year this year, Baltimore, and I felt like whoever would have. I think the pressure is more on was more on Pittsburgh to win that game than it was the Ravens, simply because the Ravens dealt with the not having their quarterback, you know, saying for a lot of games this year. And, you know, they started off, they lost a few games, you know, they blew a few games that you really can't blame Lamar Jackson for. But, let's see, who else got Colts GM or the coach or the Colts GM Chris Ballard and head coach Shane. They took his, I don't even know the head coach name. They're gonna keep their jobs. All right, but what I was gonna say, I felt like Mike Tomlin's job. I don't know if it was in jeopardy or not, but I think if they would have lost that game because they had like a 2-game lead, you know, going into the final 2 weeks of the season, if they would have blew that, I think he definitely would have probably been on the hot seat to get fired. Harbaugh, they may give him one more chance. I think if he has a bad season next year, then they might look to move on from him because it's like their message ain't being receptive. They dealt with some injuries and you know, some personnel things, whatever, and they started the season slow. But you know, I felt like you know, the pressure was more on Pittsburgh to win that game, and you know, everybody, you know, is gonna say this and say that. I didn't watch nothing this morning because I was, you know, outside, but you know, it could have went either way. It could have been if the guy makes the field goal, we're having a whole nother discussion. Oh, what is he saying? Oh, what's he trying to say? What you trying to say, Pat McAfee? Potentially subbing in for another priest on this particular evening. Was down there and decided to go ahead and throw a little bit of that holy water on him. Oh, I was listening. Pat McAfee. I mean, Pittsburgh missed the extra point, so yeah, I'm telling you, the future would have been more bleaker for Pittsburgh if they lose that game, man. This is there. It would have been nasty, man, if Pittsburgh would have lost this game. Like I said, I think Harbaugh gets another year. But we could have had a whole nother discussion this morning, man. That was a really good game, man. You know, but I feel like the Ravens, I don't know about moving on from Lamar Jackson, but he's going to have to evolve like Vic. If he can play like how Michael Vick was playing late in his career when he was sitting in the pocket a little bit more and able to, you know, extend the field. Like even though Lamar, he made some big plays, but I would like to see Lamar, you know, use checkdowns a little bit more. Uh, uh, Not hold the ball so long, looking downfield. You know, those are things I would like to see him work on, man. And I would like to see them also work on running the football a lot more effectively. You know, even though Derrick Henry had like damn near 1,600 yards rushing, they shut him down in the second half yesterday and made them pretty much one-dimensional. And a couple of bonehead plays on defense, leaving these guys open, you know, could have cost them the game. Yeah, that was a silly play call. It was fourth. Oh, yeah, no, that was first and goal. And then that was the end of the half. And you just, I don't know, I didn't understand that play call at halftime by the Steelers. Yeah, but yeah, that was a good game, man. But you know, I know they were cooking Denver. Denver won 19-3 against the Chargers, who didn't play Justin Herbert. And you can understand him not playing, right? Because he's dealing with injuries. The game is really meaningless for them. They're a wild card team anyway. So, you know, you can understand it because they have more to play for. But you talking about guys like on the Giants, they ain't playing till next season. So they ain't got nothing to play for but a draft pick. There's thousands of players that can come out of that draft. There's hundreds of schools. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of the players in the league, you don't know where these guys, they didn't come from. Everybody didn't come from Alabama and Georgia. Like, some of these guys came from you know what I'm saying, like smaller schools, man. Every, you know, college team has talent. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, but yeah, man, like, they looking at the Broncos. I know they, you know, the Broncos been the Broncos all year. They're not gonna woe you on offense. They don't have a great running game. They can run the football, you know, but they don't have a great running game, especially with J.K. What's my man named Dobbins when he got hurt. That definitely hurt the running game a little bit. But you know, the Broncos are who they are, man. They gonna have some games where their offense is gonna click, and they're gonna have a lot of games where they're gonna struggle. You know, but credit to Sean Payton for taking a team in his third season it took a rookie quarterback to the playoffs. Now you got them. I think they won 10 games last year. Now this year you won 14 games with a second-year quarterback that pretty much is an iffy kind of quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's hot. When he's off, he's off. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you've managed to get these guys to win 14 games with a bend and don't break defense. A defense that can be elite, but can also, you know, get exposed a little bit too. But they come up with big plays when it counts. So we're looking at, he threw the holy water out there in Pittsburgh before the game started. What the fuck was he doing? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, Broncos are who they are. A lot of this is the year of the pause, man, the grind out. A lot of teams, you know, are winning. They're not winning looking fantastic. These guys are winning. You know, these games are more competitive, man. A lot of these teams are competitive. It's not like you're just going to destroy these teams. So it's a lot of teams that come to play. They're not coming to get embarrassed. So yeah, you're going to see a lot more grinded out games, man. Playoffs, definitely, man. So to me, the Broncos are battle tested for that. Now it all depends on who they match up with. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they match up with a team like Buffalo, who has somebody that like Josh Allen, that, you know, who can single-handedly carry a team. Yo, that's a scary matchup for Denver. If they playing somebody like Jacksonville, that's another scary matchup. Patriots, I'm not really worrying about. The Texans, that's a scary matchup. Though, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but do I expect Denver to get to the Super Bowl? I'm not sure. And that's my mom. But I'm not sure, man. If we don't make it to the Super Bowl, do we underachieve? No. I don't think so, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think so. I think they more overachieved. Remember, we were picked by Nick Wright to finish last. We were picked to finish like last or third in our division. If anything, we overachieved. So we really ain't got nothing to lose out there.
I have such a love and appreciation for Cal and his disposition. Multiple times in the huddle, I'm asking him on various plays, what do you want on the backside? What do you want on the backside?
Pause.
He wouldn't give me a straight answer. And
Pause.
On this particular huddle conversation, I said, what do you want, Cal?
So what do you want on the backside?
And somebody to my right, I don't know if it was McCormick or
But
Cal.
he shook the life out of homeboy.
So I said, all right, Cal, you ready? You should go back there.
Man. He cooked homeboy with that. He hit him with the sent him to the floor, ran right past him. They all threw that bullet touchdown, man. Man. Everybody's a Super Bowl threat, man. Steelers are not a Super Bowl threat. It all depends on the matchups, man.
Only two teams right now, I think, as a head coach quarterback combination.
Yeah, it is.
There and done it and won it all. I think that's Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni, and Philly. Then Sean McVay, Matt Stafford, and the Rams together as a unit. So it's wide open on both sides. So
I ain't gonna lie, the NFC is wide open as well too. Man. Anybody can win that division, man. I mean that conference. San Fran on the road. If it would have been the road would have had to go through San Fran, it would have been tough, man. I would have had them definitive favorite to get to the Super Bowl, but now with them on the road, not confident. Seattle, I think they got a 75% chance of getting the Super Bowl. All depends on matchups, like I said, man. Like who they playing and how they match up against those teams. Anyway, man, let me get myself together. Many-Face Publishing, I'm out, man. Stop the narratives, man. My man threw the holy water out there in Pittsburgh, man. Unbelievable, man. I'll let y'all, man. Peace.